Hey guys, what's going on? It's Verbal, and this is FNG episode 16 now, I believe, with Murkadurkah or Taylor. Taylor, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Not much. I've been supposed to be on here for a while, but our schedules kept getting messed up in my computer, but it's good to be here finally.
It feels good. You means your computer's fixed, right?
Yes, it is.
Dude, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm very happy for you. Some more content coming from you shortly, we hope.
Yep, I already put out a few videos, actually, some zombie stuff.
Rockin', man, rockin'. So we kind of started this thing on FNG where we throw our guests a little bit of a curveball as soon as we start, and I think Larry's got a pretty decent question for you. So, Larry, without any further ado, buddy, kick some ass.
Oh, all right then. I guess we'll just get into it. All right. So if you had to choose between having sex with a girl that had a penis or a man that had a vagina, where would you go and why?
Girl with a penis. Because, I mean, I have to take the math approach. That's like 95% girl and 5% guy. And the guy is like 95% guy and like 5% girl. It's no question in my mind at all.
Okay, wait. So how do you go about having sex with that penis?
Well, I mean, I have to have sex with the penis? What? Wait, no, so I have to let them penetrate me if I choose that option.
Yeah,
you can do it any way you want to. We just want an answer, Seb. We don't need to get that detailed.
Yeah, the detail doesn't really matter to me either. To me, I'm with Taylor here. I'm like, fucking, she's got boobs, right? We're good.
Yeah. I mean, just a big, nasty, hairy chap with a vag. That's not appealing to anyone in any walk of life. Like, you can't even find porn of that, I bet. Check.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on. You can find porn of anything.
Yeah, definitely the first option, though.
I'm impressed.
That was a crazy quick answer. I like that.
I'm just not going to agree, but okay.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Awesome.
All right. I just don't like kissing a chick if she's pushing up with her hips and I can feel something down there. I don't know.
Well, take her from behind or keep her on her knees in front of you. Then you don't ever have to see any appendages.
Well, because
doggy style.
If you do that, then you're bound to take the dirt road, right? Like there's no other way.
True.
So, I don't know.
That was disgusting.
When is it not disgusting, buddy? It's always disgusting.
That's kind of our role on these podcasts is to be disgusting, I feel.
Sorry, Mo. All right, do we got some questions for Taylor?
I feel like we've always got questions for our guests.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm ready.
Dead silence. Zombies. You are loving zombies right now, right? You're putting out a bunch of zombie content, right?
Very much, yeah. I actually made a video today where I live commentated it on the first zombie map. Only I didn't buy anything from the mystery box or use traps or the machine guns. Like, do you guys play zombies? You know what the traps are, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah. I tried to see how far I could get with only guns off the wall, and that was really tough. But I mean, 25, not too bad.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Dude, I can't get past level 5 by myself.
Once you get
I'm a handicapped zombie gamer.
Once you get to like level 30, it becomes like oh, I'm gonna pause this and pick it up in 6 hours, because zombies is like a commitment. Like, you can have like your family like, hey, you coming home this weekend? It's like, no, I just started a game of zombies. I'm gonna be here for 6, maybe 7 hours. I won't have time to get home. Like, it's a huge commitment.
That's crazy.
I totally agree, dude. I got to level 15 today, and like level 15 is not that hard to get to, but I had finally gotten it was a thunder gun, and I got an MP5 that was packed, pack-a-punch or whatever you call it, and I decided to pause it and come back later. And when I came back, I died in 2 minutes, and I had jug, sleight of hand, I had thunder gun, MP5, and died in like 2 minutes. I was so pissed off, and it's one of those things where you play zombies for like a weekend, and then you don't touch zombies ever again for like the following 2 months.
Yeah, it's probably just a phase. Like, with my Dead Space, I was loving that so much, but I don't really know if I'm going to pick it up again, because, like, if I were to just start it again, I would be missing, like, 15 episodes, and it would just be, like, jumping in at the very end of the game, so...
Is that how many episodes you lost? Like 15 or 20 or so?
No, probably, realistically, I probably lost, like, 9 15-minute-long episodes, which is a big chunk of a game.
I'm not going to lie, I was an absolutely huge fan of that. I mean, I played Dead Space, so like I really got into the whole like turning the lights down low and watching you go through it type thing, and it's fucking scary as shit when you do that, and that's why you play the game. So I'll be sad to see that series go, at least, because that was awesome.
Yeah, like a lot of my subs were like, no, just go back and replay those and live comment again. And I'm like, that would just be pathetic because I'd be like, whoa, didn't think that guy was going to be there. Oh, wow. Like, I was the whole time. And then.
For some reason, I'm just not a fan of Dead Space. I don't know, like, just it seems so clunky to me that I just don't want to invest my time in it. Like, it looks like a good game, like, just the graphics are just amazing to me, but I don't know. Just
All right, would this help you at all? You know that was the first game they ever hired a psychologist to help create. So a psychologist went through like every single sequence and added, this sequence needs specific lighting from this angle because that will fuck with your mind, or a music, this type of tense dramatic music right before this alien comes out and kills you would be dramatic and fuck with you. Like that, they put that much effort into that game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like single player games, they don't like pull me in as much as multiplayer games, because I guess it's like the bang for your buck type thing. Because I mean, I don't know, like just playing a game for like 20 hours, paying it like $60, and you're like done with the game. Or like I have no idea how long Dead Space is, but like a game like Call of Duty, I can put 20 days into that game and still not be done. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
See, I thought about. Go ahead.
Dead Space 2 has multiplayer, so you can play online. I haven't tried it yet, but it has it.
I'm such a noob.
Wait, are you either of you guys subscribed to Snipernator?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
He's a machinima director, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. He does this multiplayer every once in a while. I mean, obviously, Snipernator, he does a lot of sniping stuff. But he's a really cool guy, and he does this multiplayer of Assassin's Creed. And the first time I saw it pop up, I'm like, I'll give it a go because it's you commentating. Like, to me, it'd be like one of the three of you coming out with Assassin's Creed. I would look at you like, what the fuck are you thinking? But it's you guys, so I'll give it a chance because I like your personalities. And he fucking rocks it. Like, it's really, really funny, and it's really exciting. You're, like, chasing people off rooftops and, like, jumping down and stabbing them in the throat type shit. And it's like, that's fucking awesome.
It's like watching a movie, though,
Yeah, it really is.
See, I thought about doing I'm not into RPGs or anything like that. And like Dead Space, like scary games, I'm not into because I sound like a pretty tough guy until I try to live comm a scary game and I scream like a little bitch. Like literally scream like a little girl. So
I've got to
that's why I don't play those games.
That's why people like to watch them. They like to see you get freaked out. But like my first episode, like as always with my syncing, like I was screaming like 3 seconds before anything happened, and it was just just a clusterfuck.
He's like saving game, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
I just love your reactions as you're going through it because it's the exact same shit that I'm thinking as I'm going through it. No, this is not going to be good. Blood is going to be all over the screen in a second here. Stop it! Stop it! I love it.
Some of those things in that game are just so messed up.
Yeah.
Like, just awful.
The baby or the little slug thing that goes into the girl's arms and then explodes.
Oh, yeah. I uploaded a clip of that. That was so... once I saw that night, I was like... That was the opening night. It was like 5 a.m. when I was playing through. And I was so excited. I'm like, I'm not going to bed tonight. I'm going to play this whole game. And then it got to that part, and I was just like, all right, I got to stop. I'm going to become a serial killer if I don't stop playing this game right now. So.
See, like, I actually, like, up until that point, I thought about doing it, and I saw that clip, and I was like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
Yeah, That was pretty gross.
Yeah, there's some good stuff than that when you watch the later ones.
Okay, so talking about your videos, is there a specific video that pops out to mind that you're like, I'm really proud of this particular video, and if so, why?
I don't know. There are a few categories for that. Like, probably the one just like I'm most proud of right now is this one I made when Black Ops first came out. It's called The Best Gun So Far in Black Ops, and that one's only my favorite because it went viral and it has like 250,000 views right now or something. And so that makes me feel cool that when you type in like best gun into YouTube, it shows up. So like that's just like, I wouldn't say that's one of my best videos, but that's one where I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's me right there.
That's cool.
But like my favorite videos, like my most high quality ones are, I don't know, maybe even the Dead Space. People really, really liked that. It wasn't a very big chunk of my subscribers because like, and I think the most viewed of that one maybe has 20,000 views, and like it's not that popular of a series, but everybody seemed to like it. They thought my reactions were funny, so I was proud every time I put one of those out.
Well, it's niche. It's not your full, like, your audience is all Call of Duty, so if like it's your hardcore fans are like, well, watch anything you put up type shit.
Wait, let's pass that question around. I want to know what everybody's favorite video was.
Oh, of their own?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go here. I think my favorite, it was like a minute and a half clip when I said I was Grizz or something like that. And I had my son, like, come in and give me some audio clips. It was just a minute and a half of like some
I remember
really
that one.
awful sniping.
See, I
And I
thought
just
you were
had-
gonna say your war stories.
Yeah, me too. I thought you were going to say that too.
No, because like I like the video, but I'm not good at, the editing. And I just think in my mind's eye, what I saw was not what I put out there.
Wait, what about the time you got your son to do like a 3-minute dual comp? Like you got a 2-year-old to sit down and talk with you for 3 minutes. Like that's fucking.
Before he
That
runs
has got to go
away.
in a fucking Guinness World of Records. I was like shocked by that.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. I have conversations with him all the time. Like, I don't know. Like, if I could record all the stuff, like, we do stuff with a video camera so we can, see it later. But, like, just to give you an example of what he says, like, we're trying to get him to eat dinner. He's 3. He's, like, hyperactive and wants to run all over the place. And we're trying to get him to sit down and eat his pizza. And he just gets frustrated for no reason. And he goes, but I have an important job to do. And I'm like, yeah, eat your pizza, dude. Chill out. And he's like, no, winter's coming and I have to feed my family. And I was like, what?
Where does that
did you
even
hear
come
that?
from?
Yeah. If I could, like, record that stuff, that would be my favorite. If I could get just the random stuff that he says.
I'm more stunned by the fact that you actually had to tell your young son to be like, sit down and eat your Domino's now. For kids, they never had to tell me, like, we're going to KFC and you were going to eat it and you were going to like it. Thank you, we're going. Like,
All right. What about you, Verbal? Favorite video?
That's really
I know which
tough.
one. I'm sure I know, but go ahead.
I bet you think that I'm going to say my setup video.
Nope. You're probably gonna say it's your first story about how your parents met in Hawaii or whatever.
Oh, that's a good one too. No, actually, the one I like the best is the one I got probably the least or the worst reviews on. I got like shit for, and I had so much doing. Do you remember when Woody came out with his whole him and Mike going back and giving each other shit, and then finally it was like
Your Michael Jackson dance, you homo?
yes. Dude, I fucking love that video. I green screened myself, put it to my own words, came up with and I synced the audio and sang it listening to YouTube where you couldn't, I didn't record the voice of Gloria Gaynor singing it. It was my voice, and I can't sing for shit. And my girlfriend is sitting there fucking filming me, and she's looking at me going, you are the biggest goddamn dork on the planet. Like, what is wrong with you? And I love that shit. That was awesome. And then fucking Tryhard Ninja comes out and kills us all, asshole. Screw you, Igor.
I liked your response to Hutch. That
Yeah.
was my favorite of your videos.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was fun.
I thought you were going to say our dual com verbal, but whatever, dude. That's fine.
That was the funnest. That was the best. I've realized that's the dual comms I'm going to do from now on. I've realized you can't ask people for dual comms. So what you can do with dual comms is give them to people you want to do them with. And when you and I sat down and did that, it was hilarious because right before we went to go actually record it, you and I were both like, we have no clue what we're about to talk about for 9 minutes, but we survived for an hour and a half on FNG. I think we'll be fine. And then we just rolled with it, which was awesome. I love that, dude.
But wait, this whole green screen thing, I did not see that video. Was this before we met?
Yeah. This was, Woody came out with this little competition, and you had to post your video response where you came up with a song of your own on the Huppet thread somewhere. And obviously Tryhard Ninja put his video out there, which killed us all. And that was my response. And I was friends with Mike maybe 2 months before that or something. So I think he was subscribed to me or something. And I got him on Twitter or I got him somewhere. And there's a comment from him on the video, and it's me asking him what he thinks of my singing abilities, and his comment is no comment. ... I'm like, fuck.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tino's, you need to get on this and find me a link to this shit because I want to see him do the Michael Jackson shit.
Dude, if you go to my channel, it's literally it's one of my top 3. It's you can choose the videos you want your subs to be recommended. It's my 16th birthday party is one of them. I think maybe my setup video, and then that one as well.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Mental note.
Yeah. So
But
what's yours? What's yours?
I'm gonna answer my own question. It's one that because people who follow me, they know I do the stupidest videos. I'll talk about anything and everything, and none of it's really serious. But this one video I put out, I forget what it's called, but it's called something like "We Need to Talk" or something about me or whatever. it's just basically me telling my subs who I am and what type of a person I am, and it's just I went ahead.
It was domination on WMD.
I remember it absolutely.
I have no idea what gameplay it's on, but
it's domination on WMD. I remember it very clearly.
All right, yeah, it was just basically me. Like, I wasn't feeling too good about myself that one night, and I just did that video saying to them, like, this is how I am. If you rub me the wrong way, I'm gonna bitch out because that's who I am. I'm not like fucking C9ers, you know. I can't like hold myself in and like ignore criticism. And if you're gonna criticize me, then I'm gonna bitch out at you, and that's just like a 5-minute video about it, and that one held to heart, and I got some pretty good feedback out of that. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of that one.
Wait, do you guys see that there's a common thread through all of our videos? Every single one of our videos is something that we gave up personal about ourselves, and our subs like that.
Yeah, that's actually
really cool.
Kind of a question I had for Taylor, because I think, you know, a lot of YouTube commentators, myself included, we don't get too personal with you know, things that we do, and there's a lot of times that, like, I remember just recently you put out a video, and it was just you know, just your cute owl face, and
koala,
you know, you just kind of you just kind of you know, talk to your subs and make it very very personal. Why do you do that? Why do you do it that way, I guess?
I guess because I'm not like a super amazing gamer. Like, I'm not going to be like falsely humble. Like, yeah, I'm an above average gamer, but in like this community, I don't have enough for someone to be like, wow, let's go look at Murkadurkah's content. He's so much better than CNanners and XJaws and those guys who put out ridiculous stores. So I just decided to kind of make it more like a vlogging with a backdrop of gaming, and that worked out well for me. And so then I kind of just started confiding in my subs a little bit. And I mean, it's therapeutic. Like when my girlfriend broke up with me, I made a video. When my parents got a divorce, I made a video. All that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, do you mind if we talk about that a little bit? Like the community outreach when you did do that girlfriend breakup video. Are you comfortable talking with that a bit?
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So, I mean, that's a really personal thing. And I remember when Hutch did the same thing, and it's tough because it's like, there is a certain amount of fame in this. I mean, and I don't mean fame like Tom Cruise walk down the street and have to sign autographs, but there is a case of, you know, it's a one-sided conversation, which we all have with you, and we know you tremendously well, and of course you can't know 60,000 people very well, so it is one-sided, but there, from my memory, at least, seem to be a lot of, you know, hang in there, buddy, and we're with you, and you know, you'll be good, and it'll all be okay type stuff on that video. How does that make you feel, and how does that work for you?
It was pretty cool. It was one of my most commented videos. Like, overnight, I think it got like 1,500 comments, which was a lot, like a month and a half ago. And like almost every one of them, aside from like the couple douchebags you know of who like were like, screw you, you deserved it, la 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 la.
Yeah,
and like,
of course.
Just like, all right, blocked, whatever. But like almost like probably 99% of them were like, it's fine, you'll get through it. You're a cool guy. Keep making videos. We support you. And even though I don't know any of those people at all, or very few of them rather, it was cool to just kind of get some feedback on it and be like, well, isn't that big of a deal in the big scope of things, like, you know?
Yeah, because wait, how old are you now?
I will be 20 soon.
Okay.
Oh, what a pup. What a young pup.
See, I'm the other way around. I feel like your romances and the people that you're with when you're, you know, 16 to 20 are the hardest, most emotionally breaking of your life, because you're not used to what that feeling feels like. And
well, they're the biggest learning experience, I think.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. And because, like, I started dating my girlfriend when I was, I think, maybe just about to turn 17, and I guess we broke up when I was middle of 19, and so that's, like, you change a lot just naturally in those 2 years, and two people
definitely.
just can't change together, and it's just, I guess that's why they tell you not to bring relationships to college. I was pretty foolhardy about that. So take that to the bank, kids. Come to college single, you're gonna have more fun.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. I had the same experience as you. I had my high school sweetheart. Dated her for 2 years before going off to college, and shit just hit the fan when we got to college. Like I made sacrifices just to go to college, like the same place she was going, and when I got there, like we just both went our own ways, I guess, and like it's really hard to mature and to grow in like different changing places at the same time at the same rate, if that makes any sense, because like you're just meeting new people, you're just seeing new things, you're experiencing new things, you're joining different clubs and whatnot, and I don't know, like, just take Taylor's advice and just go in there single, because I don't know, I got hurt really bad just going into college with a girlfriend. It was bad.
I won't take up any time about this, but ditto. Like exactly word for word everything you just said. Girl, 2 years, broke my heart, went to college, bad idea, follow Taylor's advice, go single.
Yes.
That's why I didn't go to college, and I'm still married to my high school sweetheart.
Dickhead.
Oh, God.
Right, so 70% of us agree that it is objectively better to go to college single. So.
Quite definitely. 75% for and 25% against.
Yeah, well, I mean, my relationship with my wife is 99% impossible in this world. You know,
yeah, true.
It's hard to do that and to grow, you know, kind of like how we've grown together. I mean, she slaps me around, I slap her around. It's all gravy at the end of the day. But no, you know, you just gotta. It's not something that can happen to people, you know, especially like I joined the military when we were dating, not when we were married. I got married, you know, after I'd already been gone for 11 months. So even those 11 months were trying as it was. It's not something that can happen to a lot of people, which I don't know, is either sad or good. It depends on how you look at it.
Well, wait, that's like a... Oh, go on, Tryhard.
How long have you been with your wife, Larry?
Oh, Jesus. We've been
hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, like so seriously, as old as verbal.
Whoa, not that old.
No. We've been married
that's like before cell phones, dude. That's way old.
We've been married for going on 8 years, and we've been together for about 11.
Wait, you got married at like 17?
I got married at 19.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Wow, my parents are like the protecting type. They would have kicked my ass. Have I gone?
No. Okay, my dad is the epitome of a whore. He was.
Wait.
He was. No, my dad is he's a man slut. Like he was married to my mother for 18 years, perfectly, you know, loyal. Didn't cheat on her. Didn't do anything like that. But things happened. Whatever. They got divorced when I was 16 years old, and he is a slut. And,
let's keep things clear. The male version of a slut is a player.
Yeah, well, however you want to phrase it, dude. I'm not trying to make it.
The guy doesn't
sugarcoat it. Yeah, but when I called him and let him know, like my wife had come, or my wife now, she'd come down and visited me in Mississippi, and we talked about getting married on Valentine's Day, and that's kind of when it was said. I just didn't propose to her, and I called my dad and let him know, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" He's like, "You're fucking 19 years old. Don't get married. Did you see what happened to me and your mother? What the fuck?"
Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't happy at all. But what's funny is when I met my wife, you know, when we were almost 16 years old, he pointed her out to me and he said, "See, a girl like that you need to marry. I swear to God, swear to Christ," he said that. I remind him every day.
Yep, I remember you did a video talking about that, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. So wait, hold on. I feel like this is a really good segue into sort of a next question we got from the stream here earlier. So, you know, one lesson going into college would be don't fucking take your high school sweetheart and expect that you're actually going to keep that relationship going. Is actually for all three of you guys, and I'll answer it as well. Do we have like our top three things that we wish we'd known before, you know, becoming a real person or before going to college, or, you know, whatever that life-changing moment is when you become like a real man? Can you say that? I don't know.
Yep. I know. I have one rule, and it's the easiest rule, and it'll get you through life for days, as Onslaught would say.
For days?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's called playing the game. There's politics and there's drama everywhere that you go in life, whether it's college, you know, especially coming out of high school, you're just used to drama everywhere. You think it might change in the real world, but it doesn't. There's drama and politics everywhere, and you just got to know when to, you know, pick your battles, really. And just kind of bide your time, do your thing, make sure you're happy with who you are at the end of the day, and you know, you'll be fine. You just play the game. If someone's an asshole to you and they're your boss, just kind of go with the flow. Karma will fucking bite his or her dick off if they have a dick, and that's how it is. Just play the game, man. That's how I've gotten farther in my military career than 99.9% of the people who are my age and have been in twice as long as I have. by doing that.
All right, fair enough. Taylor, you got something?
After that, mine seems really dumb. I don't know if I want to go.
Oh, dude, mine is stupid too. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I would. This sounds so miserably cliche, but like, it takes a lot of growing up coming into college, and I'd say just go in with an open mind because you're going to see and experience a lot of stuff that you never ever would have dreamed of experiencing in high school, and just be ready for it. Because I mean, if you don't take advantage of that kind of stuff, which I'm kind of coming to the realization of now, you're never going to get that chance again. And these really are the best years of your life, and so just kind of take advantage of it. Seize life every day.
Yep. It works, dude. It's not cliche if it works.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go. I don't have 3 rules. I have just one. It's just basically go in there and have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. Of course, I mean, learning and the whole education process, that's the important part of life. But I mean, you're gonna experience some shit that you've never seen before, and you're gonna go to crazy parties, and you're gonna meet some new people. Hopefully, I mean, get a bunch of friends and start doing different things. And it's like the beginning of an independent life, I guess, like having a job. Because back in high school, you're forced to go. You take the bus every day. At least for me. And when I got to college, I had my own apartment down in Montreal, a city near where I live. And I chose if I went to school or not. And that took a lot of maturity, and God knows I didn't go to school very often. But I mean, I had fun all the way, and I never finished university, but I had a lot of fun, and I turned out pretty good. So yeah, just have fun, guys.
Wow, you guys are like it's very conceptual. It's like, be nice to people. Mine are very, very specific. Have more sex. Get laid more often. When she says yes, go for it.
Well, hold on. That means like she said yes before and you said no.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Was there a hot dude in the room that you'd rather take part in? Or what?
Larry, you got married at 19. You need to be being quiet right now. Like, seriously.
No. Don't you dare think I didn't get my experiences in, brother.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Between the ages of 16 and 19, 3 years. Congratulations. Well done.
No.
Yeah. Good job, dude.
Be quiet now, Larry.
You're like a first prestige at sex.
Seriously. You did great, and you got all the way. Dude, he might even be a second prestige, but I mean, like, he's definitely not a 10th prestige. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, get on my level.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, the
Really?
second one is, Larry, no. Learn your limit. And when I mean learn your limit, it's all about alcohol. And the stupid 19 to 23-year-old kids do this, and they go out and they get absolutely hammered, and they don't understand that moment when they should stop drinking alcohol and start drinking water. And that will help with the first point, which is the have more sex point. So learn your limit where you're like, I'm going to vomit if I have one more beer, and start drinking water and breathing more, and then you're going to be able to get the girl and have more sex. That definitely helps.
Yeah, I failed at that. Like I was ragging on Larry, but like the whole have more sex in college part, I failed because I got a new girlfriend like probably 6 months into getting to college, and yeah, I did not have multiple partner sex, which I kind of regret now. But what do you want, right? I guess you can't have everything.
I love that. I was waiting for that to go silent just to give you some shit. That was funny.
Yeah, I know. Every time I finish a phrase, it goes silent, and then people laugh at me. It's just terrible.
You kind of said multiple partner sex there and glossed it over, and then didn't really mention it again and went silent after.
Oh shit! Speaking of multiple partners, I have a great one-up story, but it's not about me. But yeah, it's a great. Yeah, okay, I got a story. This is gonna be nice.
Oh wait, are we doing the one-up now?
No, not.
No, we'll do it later.
Oh, all right.
It's because I just never have a story, but this multiple partner thing reminded me of a story that my buddy told me. So yeah.
Shit, this is the problem with Tryhard. Is he has no stories of his own, so he leeches off his friends and he remembers stories of friends happening, and then he comes up with the most epic stories ever of prostitutes giving hand jobs to a guy while he
No. She got fingered in the middle of a living room while she was checking out a watch.
That's right.
That was epic. Good times. I should have filmed that. Had I had my Flip HD, would have been awesome. I kid you not.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty epically weird.
That would have been a YouTube moment.
I don't know.
That would have been a get your YouTube channel removed moment.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant PornTube.
There you go.
different site. My bad.
Pretty much the same. So wait, hold on. If those are the sort of things about what you would do about going to college and like things you do, is there anything specifically you would go back to high school and do different?
No, actually, no.
I can barely remember that far back, like vaguely.
Well, yeah,
I can hardly remember it. It's kind of a haze, but from what I do grasp from my high school days of 18 months ago is no, more than that. Wow, but just once again, I would say don't get into relationships. Like, don't do anything to do with relationships. Just stay single. Like, and to be honest, girls just cost a lot of money, and it's not worth it in high school or college, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bitter person now, and I'm enjoying the fun of college finally. But I don't know. That's my advice. Try and don't get in a relationship unless you are 100% sure about it. And even then, don't trust your emotions because you are hormonal, and puberty is a bitch.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then follow Verbal's advice and just have lots and lots of sex. It like none of it really matters.
At that age, I don't know.
Verbal must have been a cheerleader for the football team to have sex so much.
Oh.
No, but like me, like on a personal level, I'm back in high school. I just did whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Like appearance matters a lot in high school, and not so much in college and university when people are minding their own business. So like when you're in high school, if you aren't like on a football team or on a basketball team, then you're not cool. And if you're one of those guys who likes to play computer games or whatever, then you're like a nerd. Well, I don't know, like on what I did, I played basketball, I played soccer, and I had a lot of fun playing card games and like doing all the nerdy things that people don't find so much fun anymore. So I don't know, just be yourself, man, and just do whatever the fuck it is you want, because none of it really matters later. Like, I'm 26 years old now, and if I would meet like the really, really cool kids back at my school now, like these kids aren't like, they're not fucking Bill Gates, or they're not Brad Pitt or anything anymore. So it's just a phase.
I'd echo that as well. Like, I think one of the problems I had at high school was like my concept was that these were the people that like these were my best friends, and these were the people that would be with me for the rest of my life. And realistically, like, they're friends of yours while you're 18 and 19. Like, if I ever see one of them on Facebook, I might like wish them a happy birthday if it happens to be their birthday. Then when I look at their profile, like, you know what I mean? It's never like I keep in touch with literally like maybe 5 people from that time in my life, if that.
This brings me on to another topic, Facebook. Okay, I used to have a Facebook.
Where do I get to chime in here?
I was about to say, hold on here. Taylor and Larry need to have their thing.
I'm gonna write Facebook down. We need to get back to this.
Okay, well, there we go then.
You're just a top machine.
Yes, sir.
Go. Whoever's next.
Yeah, so I'm 27, so high school was about 9 years ago. I've got my 10-year high school reunion is going to be this summer, so holy shit, I'm old. But no, you know what? I was always I wouldn't say I was the coolest guy, but I hung out in a cool crowd. I thought I was better than most people, and not because of who they were, but what they did. And if I could go back in time, I would just be friends with everyone. Like, I've learned that along life, networking. Things like that. Just, I was kind of, I'm still an asshole, but I was kind of a super asshole in high school. And that's what I do, is go back in time and just, generally be nice to people who were nice to me. And when I was in high school, I wasn't. If I didn't like you, or you were, you were a quote unquote nerd, or you were in the band, I fucking shit on you every day and just made it my living to, crack jokes on you. And I regret that thoroughly. So that's what I
would have hated you 10 years ago.
You would have.
Are you like the Nelson from The Simpsons? Is that who you are?
I don't watch The Simpsons, dude.
Wait, seriously?
He's like the ultimate bully. He just bullies out of his mind, and he has like no reason. Like, he doesn't even know why he bullies, but he just does it.
No, I wasn't I didn't assault people. I would verbally abuse them.
I can't wait to meet you, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
No, what's funny is that those kids that I'd bust balls, like a lot of people that were in the quote unquote cool crowd have gone nowhere in life, nowhere. And all the kids that were their own person in high school, like they did band and they wore sandals in a fucking snowstorm in New England, They didn't give a shit. They were their own person. They're their own person to this day and doing 10 times better
I've actually
than.
got a great story about that. You guys know the dating website OkCupid?
No, and why are you aware of this
I
site?
don't know anything about that.
Okay, OkCupid is like a free dating site. It's completely free to you sign up. If you guys are single, go on it. OkCupid.com. It's really, really good.
So the cream of the crop, the best of the best.
Oh yeah, totally. It is the plus A graders down there. Quality meat.
Why are you aware of this, Lars?
So my girlfriend's friend from high school developed this. Like it's his business, and he just sold it for $50 million. $50 million. That's one of those band punk kids from high school that she went to school with. And like when Larry said, like, the people that are actually their own people, maybe a little bit boring and I didn't like it, that's what triggered the memory. I'm like, oh fuck, that's exactly what Kate said. Like,
that's a Facebook story right there.
Yeah, no shit, right? God
but I kind of realized, like, senior year was that all these people who you always thought, like, all 4 years were, like, the coolest kids, and they were like, wow, they have such cool lives, and everybody thinks they're awesome. Like, just realize that a lot of those kids have, like, reached the pinnacle of their lives. They are at tippity top, and that is the best they're ever going to be. And at the 10-year reunion, they're going to be fat and sad that they didn't make something of themselves because they just flew by on their high school popularity. So
it's like a typical high school movie,
Yeah, no
I mean,
shit.
a high school movie is, the quote-unquote nerd or whatever, gets picked on for 3.5 years, then becomes his own person, and then all these, super hot kids in high school, super hot girls in high school, all of a sudden, they're in polygamy and they've got, 10 sister wives and they're banging one dude and they have 40 fucking kids.
I don't know about that, Larry, because the ugly girls in high school movies, they always turn out to be really, really sexy in the end. Not true, dude. Like, ugly girls stay ugly. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. Ugly girls in real life stay ugly.
they get uglier.
Yep. And fatter.
Because, there's, like, that point for every person who's, like, let themselves go that it's like, I'm never going to get back on track. I may as well capitalize on this. And, like, it just gives up.
No, but like in like every high school movie, there's always this one chick who, when she lets down her hair and takes off her glasses, turns into like this sex goddess. But like this, like it's just not true. It just doesn't happen.
My girlfriend is the absolute perfect example of this because she's got this concept that she was like a little dorky looking in high school, and she was hot as shit back in high school, and she's still hot as shit right now.
Pixar, get the fuck out.
Yeah, at some point, maybe I'll let you guys see.
Pixar, I don't believe you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. All right, should we get on to the Facebook thing? Because I really want to talk about this during while we're still in the high school talk.
I'm dying to hear what you mean by the Facebook thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Back when I got onto the whole Facebook thing really, really late.
Wait, I think Larry and I just fell asleep.
Shut up. But it was my friends had like their own Facebook page, and they had like 500 friends, and they were all cool and all on Facebook, like chatting all the time. And I started doing the exact same thing, adding everybody I've ever seen, period, on Facebook, So I had like 500 friends, and I would only talk to like 15 of them. So I got really, really tired of it, and I decided to delete everybody on my Facebook who I did not speak to in the past week. And I ended up with 32 friends out of 500.
Wow.
And yeah, so including you, Lars, and I think
You deleted me?
No, you're on there.
Okay.
And so I made my maybe I spoke about this to you guys. I made a Survivor Facebook thing where if somebody who I know asks me to be a friend or whatever, I'll accept them in, and then put two people on a kind of stand, and we have to vote two people out. And so like this person gets admitted in or whatever. And
wait, you lost me. How does this work now?
Okay, if let's say you want to be my friend, Lars.
Yeah.
So you ask me to be your friend, I'll accept you, and then put two other people on trial. Let's say Taylor and Larry get on trial for you, and I'm like, okay, Larry and Taylor are on trial to be excluded from my friends list on Facebook because
Shouldn't you be president of like Iran or something?
No. But wait. Like this is because Taylor hasn't been commenting on my posts enough, and Larry ignored me yesterday or like didn't answer my phone call or whatever.
Holy shit! Dude.
And then
seriously.
no, but like I narrow it down. Like every week, I eliminate people, and like my Facebook is getting smaller and smaller until I find this elite group of 10 ultimate friends who will always comment on my Facebook status. Who will always, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna be like super friends.
Wow.
Yeah, I would
Instead
be
of-
afraid. I would be like afraid to like fall out of that group. Like if I'm like,
Exactly.
if I'm, like,
Exactly.
what if I'm like on vacation and I don't have my phone and you like make a status and you're like, well, someone doesn't want to be a member of the circle.
What
I-
a cocksucker.
I've gotten personal messages from friends being like, "Okay, I'm going on vacation. Can you please not delete me this week?"
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Like,
That's ridiculous.
so now like I'll put out like a Facebook status. It's just like three dots, just dot dot dot, and people are like, "Oh my god, what's up?" Like right away. It's like people are like on my Facebook
Oh,
status.
so
every
you
single time.
you use the fascism and threats approach to Facebook.
yeah, dude.
I like
Damn
it.
straight, dude. It's awesome.
I don't even have a Facebook anymore. I deleted mine. It just got retarded.
Yeah.
See, I live in the world of everyone in the advertising world has a Facebook page, which means my clients do, the people that take me out to dinner and drinks do, like everyone has a Facebook stage, which means mine has to be fucking something, like every single post on my wall has to be something I would be 100% happy with my mom seeing, because number one, she's my Facebook friend and she will see it on my wall. Number two, more importantly, my clients who I do business with will see that, and it's like it becomes a professional arena all of a sudden. So like I scour Facebook daily for posts that my friends will post up of, you know, me vomiting into a bush when I was 16 years old, and like when they tag it, I will make that video or that image invisible for anyone to see, and I have to. Like it's almost part of the job at this point. I hate Facebook with a passion.
Well, why don't you make everything private? Like, aren't there like privacy settings to make
Yeah.
my cousin has the same problem as you, but he like whatever friends who's like a professional friend, he'll add them with like privacy settings so that they can only see, you know, wall status and whatnot.
I mean, here's the thing. I can't make it all private because a lot of what we do is relationship building. So it's you know, the more my client knows me and trusts me, the more likely I will keep his business. And then the publishers that I work with, the more they interact with me and you know, we have a relationship, the more chance I have of getting shit for free, like being taken out for dinner and blah 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 blah.
You would be a cheap bastard.
Oh, dude, that's all my fucking industry is. And it's like, it's a really fine game you play, and it's all about relationships. And it kind of sucks because it makes something that should be fun and Facebooky. And, you know, I also do it because, like, there's a ton of friends that I have in England that I just never
more
get to talk
sales
to.
stories.
No, friends in England, dickhead. Pay attention.
Oh, sorry.
But, you know, when your friends have kids in England, you don't get to see them all the time. It's nice to have them post pictures on Facebook. That's kind of good. So, but fuck.
All right. Well, I don't know. Facebook's just not my thing anymore, so I decided to just make it fun. And besides,
Make it fun by being a fascist dictator. I love it.
dude, people talk about me like I'll meet somebody and they're like, "Dude, I'm not on your Facebook." I'm like, "I know you're not, dude. You didn't comment on my last post last week." And they're like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I invite you again?" I'm like, "I'm not sure. You don't get readmitted into my whole thing."
Tryhard, I'm going to invite you to a game of Nazi zombies at 4:30 in the morning today, and if you don't accept, I swear you are off my friends list so freaking fast.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Taylor, I will be up at 4:30 in the morning, so you better watch yourself.
You would join, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. No.
Challenge accepted.
No, I don't know. I just don't take Facebook seriously anymore. Like I've had friends
clearly.
whose like couples have been ruined because of Facebook now, just because some friend
Wait,
of
in
a
what
friend of a
way?
friend. Okay, because my cousin, he's the guy who did the intro for my videos now.
Yep.
He has a girlfriend he's been dating for like, I don't know, maybe a few years now, but he likes to you know, fool around every once in a while elsewhere, and these because you know
And
he
now
goes
you're
to,
making all of that public. Well done, you.
oh, I don't really give a shit personally, but like he always goes to parties and, you know, mingles with other ladies and whatnot, and these photos always end up on a friend of a friend's Facebook. And yeah, man, he well, my bad. He's created like 2 Facebook pages with the same name, except one's got a comma and one doesn't or whatever. And he has all his other chicks on one Facebook and all his normal friends on another Facebook. And he like juggles that whole thing, and it's just way too much work for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I could never handle that shit. That's why I could never cheat, because I'm way too lazy. Like that would never work. No way.
Or you're old and it doesn't work anymore.
Well, that and Kate is awesome. So
Well, yeah, of course.
there you go.
Kate is
Okay.
awesome, number 1. Number 2, you're old.
You've been talking about this Kate lady so much that we need to meet her.
Well, we'll figure that out. She's not coming to Boston, but you guys aren't bringing your ladies to Boston, right?
I would, but Larry fucking threatened me not to.
What? You have to have a pic of the woman, or she doesn't exist by rules of the internet.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you guys pics when I meet you guys all in person. You can see all the pictures you want. Plus, apart from Taylor, you guys are all friends on Facebook, so you guys can see what Kate looks like. Anyway, it's on my freaking profile picture.
Yep, I've seen it.
Oh yes, I've seen her. She's the 5'3", 300-pound chick, right?
Well, closer to 320, but yeah, closer.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She's a really, really pretty lady.
Oh, she's the amputee.
Taylor, I thought we weren't going to mention that. I thought that was off limits.
No. All right.
So wait, hold on. I have big news. Do you guys know what Legend of Zelda is, or is it just me because I'm that old?
I know what it is, but I could care less.
Back in the day.
Legend of Zelda turned 25 today. It's Legend of Zelda's 25th birthday today.
Awesome.
All right, next topic.
How do none of you care about this? Oh my God! Wow.
If I tried really, really hard, I couldn't care any less about that.
That's such a good game. That is the reason to buy a Wii. Like literally alone, I would buy a Wii for that game alone.
Zelda is the God. What's the? It's okay. It's like a child's version of Final Fantasy, and I just can't respect it that way. So that's just my reason.
Okay, next
topic. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are lame.
You're lame. You always bring up lame topics. You better have a good
Legend of Zelda turns 25 and that's lame to you people? Oh my God. I wish I had my stream open so someone could be like, "We've got your back, Verbal. Zelda's awesome."
Okay, the only cool Zelda was the one on the SNES, which is like fucking 12 years old. So I bet none of you on this podcast have ever played it. So.
Of course I played it. I've played through almost every single Zelda there was.
I played a little bit of Twilight Princess, and then I realized it was an astounding waste of time, and then I stopped.
Taylor, I think I'm deleting you from my friends list. That's it. We're not friends on Facebook anymore.
Oh, well, you're never getting on my friends list. So there.
So wait, hold on. Did you guys hear about that kid that killed his mom? The kid that went crazy and killed his mom and admitted it over PS or something?
Whoa, what happened?
Yes, sir. Okay, there's going to be...
I didn't hear about this. Fill me in.
It's fucking ridiculous. Some kid went crazy because... I forget exactly the reason. Tino's is shooting the link into the stream, but if you guys want to have a look on it, it's on... I don't know how to pronounce the website's name, but Kotaku, K-O-T-A.
Yeah, it's in the stream, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, for people on listening to it over their iPods later, it's basically just search 16-year-old kills his mother over and admits it over PlayStation or something. But it's fucking ridiculous. Anyone want to go into the details on it?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Do it. Yeah, so basically, it's like the most disgusting story ever. They really didn't get into any backstory on why she took the PlayStation away. He was getting bad grades or something, which is kind of the norm. You know, kid puts in too much time in his PlayStation 3, neglects his schoolwork, and while she was sleeping, he murdered her, and not like normal, typical, maybe like a gunshot to the face. And I'm not saying that that's cool to shoot your parents in the face. I'm just saying that's probably a more acceptable way to die than the way that he did it. He tried to stuff her in the oven, chop her up, and beat her with a leg chair, a chair leg,
and a claw hammer as well.
Yeah, and the claw. I forgot about the claw hammer. Yeah,
it's the most horrible, just revolting, terrible thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it's just a video game.
Yeah,
I just can't stop laughing. It's hilarious.
Dude, Tryhard, oh man, you're killing me, dude. I mean, that's a bad euphemism, but wow, that just what a world we live in where people like that's a reason. And to me, the problem is a lot of people will take that and be like, "Oh, it's all the game's fault, and it's all the game he was playing's fault." And it's like, no, there's 40 other factors affecting this, and it's the parent's inability to speak to the child about how to get better at, and what taking away a computer game is automatically going to make his grades go bigger because he's just going to get pissed at you, or he's going to do something else with his time other than do homework. You need to have a relationship with your child, and the blame just automatically turns to Grand Theft Auto or fucking whatever latest
or
R-rated
Marilyn
movie is
Manson,
out. Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever you can pin it on that's easy.
Yeah, and
It's
taking
easy
no
to pin it on a
responsibility.
video game or, a rock star than it is, a parent or whatever other factors this kid has in his life.
Yeah.
Verbal, you kind of sound like you're ready to have kids right there, buddy.
God, no, dude. It's funny. My girlfriend studies sociology, so her and I get into this argument not an argument, but a discussion, and it's really interesting to hear someone who's studied this shit, because like the way she presents it is, look, I get you where you're coming from, and you can't turn around and just say it's Grand Theft Auto's fault, but at the same time, there is a certain amount of propensity to violence that our culture enjoys, and then once you facilitate that propensity for violence, it becomes the norm, and then the shock value has to go up for something to be more scary. So we have to put a little slug in a fucking computer game on a spaceship and have it explode a woman, and that's now shocking. And
No,
what's next year going to be?
They raise the bar. You'll be hearing about brand new kids killing their moms in horrible ways because
Exactly.
of that game.
Yeah,
So
but see,
we
the issue
created
is,
as well.
is violence has always been there. It's just easier to find.
Well, but there's the problem. That's why that's one of the reasons, and I get where Kate comes from when she talks about this stuff. Is that's one of the reasons it was acceptable to the child of this was a conceivable solution to the problem, because he's seen someone beat the shit out of someone with a claw hammer, or he's seen like ridiculous violence on his TV and computer games, on whatever else, and talked about it with his friends too. So you become, that becomes the norm, unfortunately, which is fucking retarded.
Well,
The story makes it sound, though. The story kind of makes it sound like this was just a normal kid just wanting to play some PlayStation, and his mom was like, "No, screw you, do homework." And then like the lack of PlayStation made this normal, well-adjusted kid go from "Please let me play Xbox" to "I'm going to kill you with a ball-peen hammer and throw you in the oven." Like, no, this kid was obviously messed up way before the PS3 incident. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing that like people don't talk about is that, okay, so this kid, excuse me, could have been pissed off about, who knows what other than the video game being taken away. But what about the thought process when I can understand violence being in, the kid's mind and stuff like that. Like I have a son, so if he acts or says a certain thing, we will take that show away. Toy Story. And I don't know if you guys remember the first Toy Story, but there was that little kid, Sid. Yep. He was like a little asshole, really, cruel to toys. Well, my son, he loves the movie. He loves Buzz Lightyear and all that stuff. So he watches it all the time. Like that's his favorite thing to watch. And he started taking on, the euphemisms and the actions of Sid.
Wow.
Because he was so pronounced.
Yeah, sure.
And, he'd play the quote-unquote bad guy. So we took that away and said, okay, no more Toy Story until, you start acting a different way. And it's not like that's the only thing he watches. He watches a lot of things to, quote-unquote increase brain power, make him smarter, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But what happens is no one talks about what happens when the kid, he's 16, 15, 12, 10, who cares how old he is. But he picks up that hammer, everything's gravy, he thinks it's a video game, nothing's really going to happen. But he makes that first strike. That's when there needs to be a discussion. Like, how does he not stop? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Well, and to Taylor's point earlier, it's kind of a case of like the picture you get from the article is this, beautifully serene household, and God forbid this mother takes away the PlayStation and now the son's going to kill him, kill the mother. But what's the reality there? And we don't know. But I mean, it could be a fucking drugs den, and the mother beats the child constantly every single day. And video game had nothing to do with it. It was the 3 broken arms he had over the last 3 years that finally sparked him off. So.
I can totally understand where you guys are coming from with the whole, games can influence and like a whole bunch of different factors. But to go that extra step and actually kill somebody, like I can understand like physically hurting or I don't know, maybe like punching or hitting with something. But going to that extent of killing somebody and then I think like he had to cut her up to put her in that furnace or in that oven or whatever. Like that takes... I think like a special, like not a gene, but like some special makings of yourself in order to.
There's serious mental
psychopath
problems.
or a sociopath is what it is. Someone like the lack of building the. I mean, there isn't a mother-child relationship there. Like it doesn't exist because there's a lack of love there.
There's a lot of issues. Fuck that kid.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
It was,
all right.
I don't think we should talk about this anymore because this has put me in a down mood.
Well, in
Yep.
that case, I think it's about time for one up me's. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Sounds good to me. Let's laugh.
Oh shit! I gotta change my one up me story then. Larry, you go first because I'm screwed right now.
Oh my God.
I still have to remember the one I thought about 5 minutes ago.
Congratulations, Tryhard. You have the gold. You have the memory of a fucking goldfish.
I forgot it again. All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's all
All
right. I'll find it. It's all right.
Okay, I'll give my story. I'll try to make this not long-winded, but there's a lot of backstory to it.
And Taylor, feel free if you want to jump in and tell a story after ours. You're more than welcome to. If not, you are the welcome guest judge as well.
Yep.
all right. I'm ready to hear these stories.
All right, so as you guys know, I'm in the military. I've deployed before, and the location that I went to was a forward deployment base. So I was there, for 5 months, but it's not like in the heat of the moment, in the ground war, in the battle. I'm not running convoys, but everyone would come there, and then from my base, they'd go forward to their, bases in Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever they're going. And in the Middle East, they don't have a lot of cows. So for dairy products, they use goats, goat cheese, goat milk, everything like that. And they have food chains, excuse me, over there. So they had, I think they had Ben and Jerry's, and they had like Pizza Hut or something like that. But they use the local product. They don't like ship Domino's, cheese over there. They use the local product and say it's Domino's pizza or whatever. So it's goat cheese on pizza. And now this isn't like United States, federally regulated cheese or goat milk or whatever. It's, whatever that Middle Eastern country is regulated, which means it's really not fucking regulated at all. I didn't know that at first. So when we first got there, you want to get a piece of home, you miss your family, everything like that. You're like, oh, let's go get some pizza. Yeah. Ate a couple slices, no big deal. Well, the next day, I woke up and I could tell my stomach was not right. But I was working 16 to 18 hours a day, and I didn't have time to take a break or anything like that. I grabbed a cup of coffee, boom, hopped on the bus, went on the other side of base, went to work. So I'm sitting there working, trying to get my job done, and all of a sudden I get the bubble guts. And now it's not like it was leading up to it. It was just instant. I had to shit. This was awful. Awful. I didn't even want to move. So luckily for me, behind our K-span, which is kind of like a hangar. If you guys think of the map Discovery, they have those quote unquote hangars, broken hangar that looks over Beedom. That's called a K-span. So behind my K-span was the bathrooms. Now these bathrooms are just basically trailers with stalls in them. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go. And I just drop my tools, and I turn around, and I'm penguin walking. And I've only got 75 feet to go, but I'm penguin walking. It's 125 degrees out, the wind blowing. The wind gusts were, I think, were 45 to 50 miles per hour. Sand swirls everywhere. It was fucking ridiculous. So I go walking over there. Well, on a forward deployment base, there's a lot of construction because they try to make it permanent. And there was a 4-foot ditch that was about 2.5 feet wide that they were laying ground cable for secure network connections. And I walk up to this thing, and I stand there for about 3 minutes, and I'm ready to shit myself at every moment. But I'm just contemplating, do I want to just stand here and shit myself, or do I want to try to jump over this ditch and risk landing and just everything coming out? So I stand there for about 3 minutes. I got sand in my eyes, my face, my mouth, my nose. It's fucking everywhere. So finally, I'm like, fuck it. And I jump over and I land, and I didn't shit myself. So I'm like, whew, because it would have been a 25-minute ride back to my room to get another uniform. And by the way, to get, laundry or clothes washed over there is about 3 to 5 day turnaround, and I didn't have any other uniforms, so I would have been shit out of luck. So I continue to penguin walk into the bathroom, and I get in there, and the TCNs, as we call them, third country nationals, which are basically the locals in the area, they get to come work on base when they pass a quote-unquote security clearance. They're on base, and they didn't come and quote-unquote suck shit. They didn't clean out the porta potties, which is what these things were. So I basically had to hover over 4 or 5 days old shit and piss with used toilet paper everywhere, and I just let it loose, and it was the greatest feeling in the world. I swear to God. Oh, I felt so good when I was done, and that's my story.
That's
So
disgusting.
your job, your turn, verbal. Go ahead.
No. Tryhard. I'm dying to hear his story. It's got to do with multiple sex partners and his cousins, and I'm just dying.
Oh, I'm
Wait.
so excited.
I thought he was from Canada, not like West Virginia.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's my turn.
You do
Right.
it, buddy.
So mine's kind of short and sweet, but my buddy is one of those guys who never backs down on a sexual experience, and he had this friend of his, which is, he's like a buddy of his, but you know they're not they're not like really really tight. They just kind of hang out like once a week or whatever. They're kind of like acquaintances, I guess you could call them. So like these two decide to go out like to this one bar, whatever, and they pick up this chick, and I do say they because they do it together. They're like a tag team in this whole thing, and they decide to bring her back, right? So they're having this threesome over at my buddy's house. So it's a 2-on-1. It's two males and this one female who is obviously very experienced at this whole thing. So she's taking one up behind and one up in the front. So you guys can probably make a picture.
Eiffel Tower style. I like it.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh, A-frame. All right.
Yeah, A-frame.
There you go.
So they're going hard at it, but my closer friend, he's one that doesn't really care so much about other people and other people's. I don't know how to say it, but anyways, they're trying to change position, but he's up in the front, right? But he's really really close to finishing his business, and he decides that he's not gonna stop, right? But they're like the other guy is up trying to change position, so he lays down, but he ends up laying down near my other friend's junk.
This is not going to end well.
Dude, wait.
Yes.
The end is epic. But so my buddy with his eyes closed, he unleashes a tidal wave and and ends up hitting my other friend right in the eye. All right, and
gross.
but wait, the best is still to come. So that obviously ends the party right there. But my buddy, like who has now come in his eye, he is like it burns like shit. Okay, like that stuff is kind of acidic a little bit, and it was burning his eye. So, but he was like he did not want to go to the hospital or anything. So he was stuck with an eye patch, like a pirate's eye patch, for about 2 weeks, and I'm not even kidding you because his eye was bloodshot, like it was more than bloodshot red, like it was just red for 2 weeks. So he had to wear an eye patch, but it was right around Halloween time, so he dressed up as a pirate for a Halloween party, and he fit in just great, and nobody ever knew about it except for like 5 or 6 of us, and we like till to this day we call him the pirate.
And now the few thousand subscribers we have to FNG know that one of your buddies came in the other buddy's eye.
It was epic. Like I wasn't there, but still, like the way he told me it was just awesome.
All right, Taylor. So now you've heard stories 2 and 3. Now you can hear the best story.
Oh, all right.
So typically on FNG, the story that wins is either the shit-filled, like, stuff came out of my asshole a la Sassman told a really good story like that, or the sexual Kelly, if you know Kelly K-pop, she came up with a story about how she runs, and when she runs more than like a quarter mile, she can have an orgasm. So basically, if you do really, really potty humor or sex humor, then you've won. And I figure you're a man of intelligence and class, and you can tell that here's something unique and different. And that's why I'm telling this specific joke. So I'm tailoring it for Taylor. Boom.
Right.
So this is going to be the first ever FNG ghost story. So this is a real life ghost story that happened to a couple of buddies of mine, and there were 3 of them that went on like one of those travel around Europe type deals. And like I grew up in England, so they took one summer off when we were at university, like we were like 22, 23 or something, and they hit probably 10 countries in the space of 3 months or something, and lived off of like 10 pounds a day type thing, and stayed in hostels in the same bed type shit and blah blah blah. They were at a train station in Dusseldorf. They get off at the train station, and they're kind of at that moment of, we need to figure out where the hostel is that we're going to. So, yeah, and you're carrying a shit ton of bags with you. So when you're 3 guys, it kind of tends to be easier to be like, look, 2 of you stay here with the bags. I'm going to go off and find out where we're going. I'll be back in 10 minutes. So that's exactly what happened. They literally got off the train at Dusseldorf. 2 of them stayed there. 1 went to go get information. And while they're standing there, one of them turned to the other and was like, "Hey, are you hungry? I'm going to go over to the newsstand over here and grab something to eat." So he walks over and he gets a pack of peanuts and a Coke. And sitting on the bench next to him is this old homeless guy, and he's playing chess on his own. And kind of sort of experiencing the culture, he sits over with this old guy, and I'm like, he's waiting for his friend, and he sits there and he gets to talking with this guy, and like, it's basic German and a little bit of broken English, so they're getting by a little bit, and he challenges the old guy to a game of chess, and he loses the game of chess to the old man. It takes 6, 7, 8 minutes. It was really, really short. So basically, what ends up happening is, he wins the chess game, and the old man, like, they had bet the chess board on the game. My buddy feels bad, so he leaves him the nuts and the Pepsi, and he takes the chessboard and he walks back over to his friend, and his friend comes over and he's like, "Yo, I thought you were going to get some food," and he's like, "Yeah, I did. I played this game of chess," and he's like, "What do you mean you played a game of chess?" And he's like, I'm sitting 30 feet from you. You just watched me play a game of chess with that old man. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "This chessboard in my hand, I just played this chessboard with this guy." And he's like, "There was no one over there. I watched you the entire time."
Was that the Shyamalan twist?
That was it. It was like, to this day, he is convinced 100% his friends are fucking with him. And I've had that, that moment in the pub afterwards. I'm like, seriously, come on, tell me the truth. What actually happened? And one of them will be like, "I know that those 2 are fucking with me. Like, I know what I know. I know I had the chess game." And the other, like, one of them was out finding information, so he has no clue what happened. And the other guy is like, "I watched you walk over to the newsstand, not get anything, and then sit down on the bench and look like you were almost having a conversation with nothing. And then you walked over here and suddenly you had a chess set in your hand." And like, they still have the chess set to this day, and it's like a nasty old ratty, like, wooden thing with pieces missing off the rooks and the knights and shit. Like, it's obviously been used for 50 years or something ridiculous like that. That's the only ghost story I have, and it to this day it still freaks me the fuck out, because like, one of my friends will be like, I know 100% I had that game of chess. My friend is giving me shit. He's lying to me, basically. And the other one is like, "Dude, I know what I saw, and he didn't buy anything from the damn newsstand, and I saw him like talk to himself for 10 minutes and then come over to me." I would, like, as soon as he walked over, I was like, "What the fuck were you doing? Like, talking to yourself for 10 minutes?"
That was fucked up.
That was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. They were all like, "Fucking what?"
I'm trying to picture myself in each of the stories to try and get like a better idea. And the first
don't
one.
Don't picture yourself in Seb's story, dude.
Yeah, seriously, that did not work out well for his buddy, man. Don't do that.
Well, who said I was picturing myself in that character?
Oh, okay.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
So wait, you want to be the guy that came in the other guy's eye? That's kind of weird too.
I don't think that's nearly as weird as the other option.
Yeah,
True.
I think he's got the right idea there. Coming in the other guy's eyes way better than either being the chick getting plowed by 2 or getting cummed on.
True.
Oh, gosh, this is difficult. And
bear in mind, you're talking about potty humor and sex humor, which is kind of like, dick, cum, yeah, fun, or ooh, my butt pooped, or you're like a real thoughtful ghost story.
my butt.
Free Jaeger bombs.
I'm totally not winning this yet again. No matter what I do to our guests to try and bribe them, it doesn't work ever.
You're all sending me Skype messages now, and you're.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, just so you guys know, we totally try and bribe all of our guests. Whenever we come to the end of one of these, we try and start going, "We'll buy you a beer. We'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a car. I'll buy you a house. I'll buy you a country."
This is hard. I really liked the ghost story because I could just picture M. Night Shyamalan directing that and then it getting mediocre reviews in theaters and just being a decent movie. And then the pooping one was kind of vulgar, but I mean, we can all relate. Everybody poops. The book taught me that. But the A-framing one is just so out there. And wait, were you one of those people?
No.
He's a liar.
You weren't
He
there.
got cummed on.
He totally was. He was the guy with the eye patch.
Oh, yeah. I would so tell that story. If
We're
that was
so
me.
calling you fucking pirate from now on.
Mr. Eye Pirate.
Yep.
Tryhard has a new nickname. I love it.
Mr. Come Eye. Gosh, all right. Well, if you were in the A-frame story, then that would be really
come on.
awesome. Because
Come
you
on.
don't know it, I'm gonna have to give it to Verbal because that was the one that was most entertaining.
Oh my god.
Asshole. You.
Oh my god. Taylor, I love you.
I liked it. I liked it.
All
I mean,
homo.
All right. Well, Taylor, everything I've promised to you in the Skype chat, forget about it.
Yeah, you all lost that, buddy. Sorry.
Oh no. Oh,
He sounds devastated, Tryhard. He sounds like he'll barely live tonight.
I'll sleep in a box at PAX. I'll bring a refrigerator box and sleep in an alley.
Actually, come to think of it, I think I already promised Taylor he could sleep in my room, so I think we're all good. And I won't be coming in his eye, so life
Is
good.
that your small ass room with one small bed?
Yes, that's
Because
true.
all right.
If it's his small ass room in a heated hotel with a carpet, then I'm good with that.
I
That's
love it.
a great room for me.
All right. If
It's
you
got-
guys want to sleep in a sardine box, that's fine with me.
Actually, we should talk a little bit about PAX before we finish this up, because I'm not going to lie, this is going to be fun as hell. Is there anything specifically like, we talked about this with Bash last week, but is there anything specifically like you're really looking forward to meeting this person or doing this one thing at PAX, or what's you're looking forward to the most?
I'm just excited to see the dynamic of like when everybody's hanging out in like one big hotel room like late at night, and it's just like all these people who are in such a small like microcosm of society. Like we all participate in the same like strangely specific hobby. I want to see how we're all going to get along.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
Do
know.
you think the whole YouTube hierarchy is gonna go like fucking flip upside down? Because like you know how it is now. Somebody who has like 300,000 subs says something and it's obviously true because he has that many subs. But when you know people meeting in real life, maybe that kid's 17 years old, or maybe somebody's fucking 36 years old. He's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the person with the most subscribers that I know that's going is Only Use Me Blade, and
Yep.
like he is the most humble guy about it. Like he is one person who I've talked to him about it. He legitimately does not care how many subscribers he has. He's just like, all right, I don't get why people check this vid stats thing. I just do it for fun and people subscribe, and that's just. I mean, that's cool. That's the coolest thing for me. That's way cooler than people who are like, yeah, I gained 1,400 subs today and got X amount of views or that kind of stuff. So that made me respect him even more than like all the other people who are like up there in the same subscriber amount, who like want to get more. But
Isn't Hutch going? I think
Hutch-
he is, right?
Didn't
Yeah,
Hutch
yeah.
ticket to Tabe or something?
Oh, did he? Because I heard because Tabe, C-Nanners, and Hutch, like 2 out of the 3 were coming.
Oh, all right. Then maybe C-Nanners gave his ticket to Tabe, which like, oh, I really wanted to meet C-Nanners. Oh,
I know fucking
He is
verbal.
one person. Like I'm C-Nanners is like the reason I started this whole thing. I'm his biggest fanboy. Like probably like 6 or 8 months ago when he added me on Xbox Live and I started playing with him and Captain Sparkles a lot. Like I was like trying to play it off as like cool when we were all playing on Xbox. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I can make a spot on my friends list. But inside I was like, oh my god. Get out. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And I was like completely, it was awesome. I would fanboy all over C-Nanners if he actually came. But everybody else, I think will be pretty even.
All right, so I got 2 things to add here. Number one, I feel like Taylor has the same outlook as Only Me Usable Blade, and I definitely I agree with everything I've heard about him. Brian is exactly what you just described, but you come across like you don't give a shit about any of it other than having fun. And if you're having fun, this is great. And I get the feeling that if you were ever not having fun, you'd be done with this in a fucking heartbeat. Like it wouldn't, and you wouldn't care less if it wasn't fun to you. You'd be like, that's good. I'll move on. I'll do something else. I'll go fix up cars or whatever then interested you.
Like if it ever gets to the point where like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, time to play COD and make a video for all these people, then like I'm gonna be like, all right, screw that. This is dumb. I'm not doing this anymore. But for now, like I'll make 4 videos a day if I'm having a good time with it. It all depends on how much fun I'm having. Like today, I think I uploaded 3 all zombies just because I'm having a fantastic time. Like as soon as it stops being fun, I'm gonna quit. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think that comes across. I don't know about you two, but I think that Tryhard and Larry, that comes across for me from Taylor so much. And to be honest, a lot of the crew, the guys that you run with and you're friendly with, I would echo that for Bash and Juicera and shit, all of them, to be honest. It's just, you guys seem to be having fun, and when you're not having fun, you stop posting as much until you find something you do have fun with. And sometimes that's COD, and sometimes it's Minecraft or Dead Space or whatever the hell you want to do. And it's like, this is what I enjoy doing, so that's what I'm going to do. If you guys like that, great. If you don't, no big deal.
Like every once in a while, I'll still get caught up in it and be like, "Dang, didn't get as many subscribers today," or be like, "Oh man, my views are down," or something like that. But then like,
do you stop and slap yourself? You're like, shut the fuck up.
Reality. Like I mentioned that to Juice a couple of days ago, I think on Skype. I'm like, "Man, my subscriber counts are down." He goes, "Who cares?" And I was like, "Oh, you're right." And that was like, it just doesn't matter. It's all about having a good time.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Taylor, but like me on like a personal level, I like getting subs because that brings more comments, and I'm a fan of comments on YouTube videos. Like whenever I put a new video up, I'm refreshing that page, reading those comments, and having more subs equals more comments, right? So that's why I'm in it, basically.
Like
yeah,
what
I agree with that.
I used to be like the same thing where like I would get so excited to like get a personal message and I'd be like, oh, I can read this and respond and help. And like then it just gets to a point, like especially with PMs, where like you physically can't do it. Like I answered almost all my personal messages up to like 45 or 50,000 subscribers, and I just had to stop. Like I just couldn't keep up. Like right now I can check. Let me see what my inbox is.
Honestly, that makes me sad. That makes me scared that I would ever get that big, because I enjoy like what Tryhard's talking about and responding to each one of them. Like I totally get where you're coming from. Like I can't even imagine you did it up to 45,000. That's ridiculous. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've got 2,610 messages right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
scares me.
That's actually funny that you talk about that, because that's one of the things I guess pride myself on. That's what I want more than I want likes or dislikes, I guess you could say. I mean, I want ratings, but I just want people to comment on my video and say, hey, either this is good or this is bad or this is what I thought about it or whatever. But played with Wings a little bit today, and that dude gets just like people join session. Like I don't know if it happens to you, Taylor, but
it does, but like not to the same extent as Wings at all.
Dude, we watched like kill cams, like he'd die like at the end of the match, and you just see the whole fucking team. It's like running over there, and then to be able to respond to comments and that's just insane, to think about it. I just want to stay at 800 for life. Don't anyone ever subscribe to my channel ever again.
Okay, so can I be soppy for a second? Because I feel like it's going to be great to meet all you guys who are like the top directors and the people that I have that one-way relationship with, where you talk at me constantly. But to me, the most exciting part of all of this, honestly, is going to be to meet the friends of mine that I play with on a daily basis. And, Tryhard and Larry are two of them. Tino's who's our fourth silent FNG, who is the mod and does the stream stuff. Like, I can't wait to meet him. But then Nelson Mandela and Deepak, who we play with regularly as well. Like, those are my boys. Those are the guys I play. Whenever I'm online, those are the guys that get the invites first if they're online.
Like every 2 weeks, we get to play together.
For me, yeah.
I got a question. Speaking of YouTube messages, when did we, YouTubers or guys who post COD videos, when the fuck did we become Dr. Phil? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting, PMs from people who are like 13 or 14 years old telling me stuff like, hey, Tryhard, I met this girl and I'm kind of shy and she said hi to me in chemistry class and I'm not sure what I should do, dude. Like, what's your advice? And I'm like, seriously, like, I was not good with chicks when I was 14, so, like, seriously, like, I have no idea what to tell you.
Yeah, dude, I get those same kind of messages. I don't mind those as much as,
I love those, man.
I'm on, my first page of messages, and I, on this, 20 list, I bet I have, 2, good, juicy ones like that, just judging by the titles, and almost all the rest of them are, either suggestions or sub-box or dual com or that kind of stuff, which I don't even open those. So if you're going to send that, please do not.
But yeah, I mean,
I guess a comment on what you're saying, Seb, is I love those, man. I've done a lot in my life so far to date. Hopefully, I can do a lot more. but I have a, different perspective, I think, than a lot of people. And I like help. I get so many of those, just video or, people asking about commentaries or like I'm the greatest commentator ever. I'm like, I love you guys, but I'm kind of garbage at it. I just do it. It's a hobby for me. And, they'll ask me about relationships and whatever. And that's why I do it, man. Just for those PMs alone, so I can try to help someone out.
Yeah, well, those PMs, I try and answer I try, unless they get just lost in it, like the rest of the ridiculous ones. But like the ones that are about relationships and stuff, I really do try to answer because like those are all the people who really took to heart those like real life videos that I did about breaking up or what have you. And those are the kind of people that like I was kind of hoping to reach through that. So I enjoy those too. Just
I don't know. I enjoy like reading them and stuff, but I just feel that I'm by far the least qualified person to answer that.
Oh, dude, no, I totally disagree with that because think about the mentality of a, what's our average age of our, like the demo of our target? It's like 12 to 18 maximum. So like the majority of kids are in their puberty years, and like who are they going to ask? They're going to ask their friends who don't fucking know anyway, and they don't trust because they don't know if, Jim Bob is actually lying or telling the truth when he says he slept with, Mary Jane. And realistically, it's like you're not going to ask your teacher. You're not going to ask, maybe your older brother or older cousin or something. And then here's like an older guy, people in their 19, 20, 26. I mean, shit, me at fucking 400 years old. Like we've been there and done that. And we talk about COD. So it's something they can relate to. And we seem approachable. Like to me, it's a note. Like, of course, we were going to get those type of messages. I love those messages. I think. Well,
it's internet anonymity as well.
Oh, totally.
Like you don't have to. You can be fucking IBGrizz379 and send a message asking about a relationship, and not have to worry about any repercussion of asking some friend or whoever. You can just have whatever fucking YouTube account you create and send a message out asking for advice on something. You don't have to worry about any repercussions or anything like that.
Totally. No, I love it. I think it's. I honestly think that's one of the places where we do the best. The best stuff that we do is by helping out someone who wouldn't otherwise reach out to someone else. I think that's awesome.
All right.
IMO.
All right, man. Like I don't know. I just feel it's not inappropriate because I feel that if they're sending me a PM, it's probably because they have nowhere else to go, I guess. Like, I don't want to sound mean or anything, but I guess you guys know what I mean, right? Just like to send somebody over on YouTube a personal message, somebody who does Call of Duty videos, asking for, relationship advice. I guess it's kind of at that point where you're, I don't know, maybe out of options. So I guess I can understand it, but I just feel it's not my place. I don't know.
No, if they're asking you specific, hey, put it this way: advice should be only given in two situations in your entire life. One, when someone asks for it, and two, in life-threatening situations. Like if you're gonna die if you don't give someone advice, then fucking tell them to put the pin back in the grenade or throw the grenade away. Like that's a no-brainer. But at the same time, if Taylor's having trouble finding a girlfriend and he doesn't want to hear from you, maybe you shouldn't tell him what he should be doing with his life. Maybe he needs to figure it out for himself. But at the same time, if your buddy's gonna come to you and be like, dude, I don't know what to do about this girl, maybe that's a good moment to actually say, hey, well, this is what I think, and give him some advice. So.
Well, see, the first thing I say when they ask me this is, what's your KD? And if they tell me if it's below a 1.5, then I'm like, dude, just go away. Like, it's not going to work. Just forget about it.
What you do is you go back and you check all your videos, and if they haven't commented on every single one of them, then you block them, right?
Oh, shit.
Facebook strategy.
You know what's the worst? I'll get somebody who sends me a YouTube PM who will say, I'm your biggest fan. I've been watching your videos since the beginning. And then I'll check my emails, and he subbed to me like 5 minutes earlier.
I love people like that.
And then he's asking for a dual comm. I'm like, seriously, dude? I haven't even done a dual comm with Larry yet, and he's on the FNG, so just chill.
Yeah, just chill it out there, buddy.
Yeah.
Taylor, do you get like one of those emails like a minute? Can I be in your box? Can we do a dual comm together?
I actually don't get that many box for box things. That kind of died out. That people are kind of like scammed into thinking that does a lot more than it really does. Like the reason so many subscriber counts are down now are because they got rid of porn bots, and so like It's true. Like everybody's subscriber counts are down because they got rid of porn bots, and you're like, wow, that was a big difference. But like, I pretty much just like put my friends in my box and don't worry about it. But most of it is like, it's like, here's a clip I got. Will you upload it? Or hey, can I send you gameplay to commentate? And you'll put my link in the description. Or hey, do you want a dual com?
Yep.
And like, I have nothing against dual comms. Dual comms are a great time. It's a lot of fun. But if like, you have to know the person, and if you like know the person well enough, and you know that you're gonna like click well, then that's fine. It's a good idea. But like, if it's some random guy, it's not gonna work.
You know, Tryhard actually gave me this advice maybe 6 months ago when we first met each other, and he was like, "I'll do a dual com with you, but we need to get to know each other first, so it's not awkward." And I tell you, I've used that like every single time I've done a dual com since, and it's always been like, you know, people about the same size as me, and then a couple of guys who have been really, really nice and, you know, done something and they're bigger. But mainly, it's just been get to know the person first, so you're not fucking figuring out who each other are or is in the 9 minutes you've got to actually talk to each other, because that's retarded.
Yeah, I've heard some dual comms on YouTube that just, you know, that these guys met 5 minutes earlier and that they're just, you know, going through the motions of doing a dual comm, and it just, I don't know. I hate the dual comms for the fact of just wanting to whore out subs. If you're doing a dual comm with somebody who you're friends with, like there are probably like maybe 4 or 5 people who I would do a dual comm with. Like, I mean, I would never say no to like C9ers.
You wouldn't do one with me. Okay. I'm still bitter about this.
Yeah. Okay, guys. You want to lay this out, Verbal? You want to talk about this?
I love you, man. I want to do a dual com with you. We've done one before, and you want to do one with me now. I smell bad?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Because Verbal asked me for like, he was like, dude, I want to do a dual com with you because Verbal has like close to twice my subs, and I was like, thanks, but no thanks, because. What was my reason again?
I have no idea. This is my problem. I want you to do a dual com with me, dude.
I
did one with Larry. We had a great time. It was fun. And what the fuck?
No, I mean, we would have fun. It would be great. It would probably be an awesome video.
Then what else is there to it? There should be nothing else to it.
No,
we would have fun. We have fun talking with each other. We'd do a great dual com. You should do it. Done.
I wanna earn my subs. I'm not saying that doing a dual com with you would be the wrong way of getting subs, because, you know, of course I would be getting subs off of that, but I mean...
Bro, I did a dual com with Verbal. I got like 2 subs.
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a shit?
Not
No
a
one
big
likes
fucking
me.
deal.
No one actually likes me.
No, but like...
Really, it matters, like the amount of subs you get from a dual com is really contingent on, like, how good the video is. Like, I did a duel with Woody when I had 1,000 subscribers, and Woody had 30,000. This was like almost a year ago now, and, like, I was so excited about it, and we did it, and he had, like, that 30,000, like, that sounds like a lot, but it's really not that much when you think about it now. I got 1,000 subs from that overnight. He did a dual com with someone else who I'm not going to name. Way later, he had like 180,000 subs when he did it, and the guy only got like 200. Like, it's all completely contingent on like how well you perform. Not to say I'm awesome at it, just to say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's gameplay, but it's commentary as well. I mean, like, if you come across as someone that the quote unquote subscriber would like, then they're gonna subscribe to you. If you just sound like a douche, then they're just gonna be like, whatever, fucking, I'm gonna like this video because it's on, you know, this guy's channel that I'm subscribed to, but I'm not gonna click on a link.
Yeah, it's got to be like similar personalities for them to enjoy you as well, for sure. Anyway, guys, we should probably wrap this up. This has been FNG episode 16 with Mr. Murkadurkah, Taylor. By the way, we never even fucking talked about your epic screen name or username.
Oh, I just did it because when I made it a long time ago, I had just finished watching Team America, and like, you know how they say like Durkadurkah and all that? I tried every single combination of Durkadurkah, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Every one of them is taken. I'm just going to add an M. So that's the epic story.
Subbed a fun fact for you. Didn't you tell that story when you did that dual com with Woody about a year ago?
Yep.
So when you were telling that story, I subbed to you. I was one of those 1,000 that then subbed to you because of that dual com. And I remember thinking, how the fuck does anyone not understand that? Like, why is this a story? Like, I thought that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, this is the best goddamn username ever, and the fact that he has to explain to people is retarded, because I love this username. Like, I got it immediately.
I still have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. But
go watch Team America.
Oh, seriously, dude. Durkadurkah style.
Oh, my God.
All right. Just
ride a polar bear to the local fucking Red Box. Pick up a fucking video.
All right, I want to go play some zombies. Let's go.
Let's do it, guys. Well, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with us, Taylor. We appreciate your time, buddy. And I guess I'll leave you with the last word.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
No problem. Thanks for coming, dude.
Pogo stick.
Peace. Later, guys.